Snow White and the Huntsman. Yeah, you know that guy that was like in the original Snow White story for about like 5 seconds. He's a major character in this movie. The laser is 'cause I like sci-fi. The dude is 'cause I am a rat guy. 99 is 'cause I like Wayne Gretzky. That's why I'm lazy 99. I am a Batman fan, and I'm a Canadian man. I do top 10 lists, and I eat ketchup chips. Oh, it's laser time and we're gonna do a review. Yes, we're gonna review. I'm talking about movies and comics too. Let's all go watch the review. Hey everybody, and welcome to another LaserDude99 video. So today we're looking at Snow White and the Huntsman. Now when it comes to the story of the Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, we all know this story, you know? Evil queen wants to be fairest in the land, and she wants to get rid of Snow White because she is becoming more fairer than the evil queen. So then she tries to get rid of him and hires a huntsman to kill her. And the huntsman can't bring himself to kill her, and so she runs away, meets up with 7 dwarves, and then gets poisoned by an apple. Prince kisses her on the lips, and she comes back to life after dying. Yeah, that's the story of Snow White. But this is not Snow White and the 7 dwarves, though they are in the film. This is Snow White and the Huntsman. So Snow White and the Huntsman is basically that story, but it changes it and makes things more realistic, if you can use that for a fairy tale, and more, more adult. It makes it a more adult story. And this time the witch isn't after her because she's jealous because she's not the fairest in the land. Beauty is part of the witch's power, and therefore Snow White is, if she gets to kill Snow White and eat her heart, she will be able to be young forever and be all powerful forever. However, it's a double-edged sword because Snow White is also the only person that can kill her because she's the only one in the kingdom fairer than her. And she doesn't just hire the huntsman to kill Snow White. It's more so Snow White ends up in these deep, dark forests that everyone else is scared the heck out of their minds. They're not going in, okay? No matter what you say, they're not going in. And he's like one of the only people that's gone in there and came out alive. So she hires him to take out Snow White. However, he can't bring himself to kill her, so then he tries to take her to the rebellion. And this is basically the story of their journey. So I remember seeing the trailers for this, and I'm thinking, wow, that looks really cool, you know? An updated adult version of the story of Snow White. That looks really cool. And I was really getting excited for it. And then I didn't even notice this till like a month before the movie came out. I'm like, holy shoot! The actress playing Snow White is the girl from Twilight. That was my first thought. Oh no, it's a Twilight. It's gonna be like that Red Riding Hood movie that came out a little while back. Oh no. But no, guys, no. Not even in the slightest. I am going to hide all of my man cards so I don't get them taken away for this, but the girl from Twilight, and I don't remember her name. Is it Kristen Stewart? Is that it? I don't remember. I think I might have actually just remembered it, but she did a really good acting job. Well, maybe I shouldn't say really good, but she did a good job with the role. Her character was likable. It was she was fun to watch in the role, and she really had this more. She really kind of captured the spirit of Snow White. Besides being like, oh, you haven't washed your hands yet. Go and wash. Not like that, of course. But she kind of got the essence of the character in the adult version of the film. And Charlize Theron as the evil queen, awesome. Really good. We haven't had a great female villain like this since the White Witch in Chronicles of Narnia. I mean, she's really menacing, she's really powerful, but not to the point where it feels like there's just going to be some contrived device to kill her. There is a lot of good scenes about her past where you can see the journey that put her on this evil path, so we kind of sympathize with her a little bit. And so she's just an all-around a good villain to watch and to see, and we see a lot of this from her point of view as well as Snow White's. The Huntsman is played by Chris Hemsworth.
For the God of Thunder!
Not exactly, but yes, it is the same guy who plays Thor, Chris Hemsworth. Now, he does a really good job in here because he's kind of the renegade drunkard and the lost soul that takes pity on Snow White. I like his character quite a bit because he's fun to watch and his character is smart and he has some pretty cool action scenes to go with him. I will say though that I wasn't blown away by not to say he did bad, not in the least. But there was a different character in this movie that I think stole the show. And that was the prince. Now, I guess he wasn't really a prince, he's more like the son of a duke or something in this film. But, the character that's supposed to be the prince, he stole the show, okay? Because, he's an archer, mainly. And I haven't seen an archer this good since Legolas in movies. Like, he does so many things. And his character is so doggone cool. I mean, there's a part in the film where he knows that Snow White is out there and in the dark forest, so he goes to join up with the bad guys so he can find her and, protect her. And so he walks in front of the bad guys and is like,
"Do you need a bowman?" "No. Kill him."
Okay. Oh, did not see that coming.
"I said, do you need a bowman?" "Yeah, sure, why not? You look trustworthy."
And yeah, I just really like his character throughout because he was just, he was an honorable guy and he did some really cool stuff. And I really wanted to see more of him in the film. One of the weird things about Snow White and the Huntsman is that they never, the Huntsman isn't actually his name, of course, right? No one decided to say, "Oh, look at him. I'm going to call him the Huntsman." However, that's what they always call him. Huntsman. That's it. We never find out his name. However, Snow White isn't her name. That's her name. They never call her that. I mean, it's said in the first few minutes of the film that is her name, that her mother named her that. But throughout the entire film, nobody calls her Snow White, nobody calls her Snow, nobody calls her White, except for, some of the people in the audience. But, besides that, nobody called her Snow White, or Snow, or S, or whatever. They don't call her anything. I mean, there's a point where the Huntsman doesn't know who he is, and someone says, "You don't know who she is?" And he's like, "No." And instead of them saying, "She's Snow White," or something like that, it just cuts to him saying, "Why didn't you tell me?" Just say her gosh darn name already! Are you worried that your movie will seem kiddie if you say the name Snow White when your movie is called Snow White and the Huntsman? And I don't want to give anything away, but the kiss in this movie is confusing. I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything, and you might be saying, "Well, dude, it's the Snow White kiss. What can you be spoiling?" But whatever, it's just, if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean, because it's confusing on how it works. Because, in the Snow White movie, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it was just the prince's love for her was so humongous that it just, brought her back to life or whatnot. There was never anybody said in the movie that if you bite a poisonous apple, just kiss the one you love and you'll be A-okay. Same here. There's no explanation onto why a kiss would save her. After, eating that poisoned apple. But and the way it happens, I'm just confused by it. I don't get it. And yeah, it's really confusing. Now the dwarves in here, they're all big, at least I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, pretty sure they're all normal sized actors, but they're all like converted into like dwarf form in the computer and whatnot. And let me just say, it looks so good, okay? Like, there are times in Lord of the Rings, let's just say, when, you know, you can tell that they're not really that size, where the shots were like, oh, I can tell it's a CGI shot that puts them in there to make them look smaller than they really are. But these guys, like, these are some big recognizable faces, some of them. I first thought, hey, look, it's that guy from, you know, it was that guy who was that villain in that Captain America movie, who was, you know, the scientist dude. That's him. Then I looked at more and I'm like, hey, look, it's the pirate guy that was played Blackbeard in that Pirates of the Caribbean. Hey, look, it's the guy that was played next to Simon Pegg in Shaun of the Dead. And I'm like, holy crap, it's Alec Baldwin. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's Alec Baldwin. But yeah, you know, just they're all normal size. The other ones I'm not too sure about. There could be an actual little person in there. But they're all big actors and I don't mean like big time actors, I mean they're all normal sized actors playing dwarves. I find that odd, you know, like why couldn't you just go with actual dwarfs or, you know, actual little people? Any real reason, or did you just not want the dwarves to move faster or seem not as slow? I don't know. But for the most part, I like the dwarves. They were very humorous. It was weird though. They came into like the film near like the end of the second act. I'm just like, wow, it's about time. I mean, if you think about it, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, what do you remember more? Snow White or the dwarves? It's mostly the dwarves, I think. I mean, come on. Do you remember Snow White going, la la la, la la la? Or do you remember, I-ho? Seriously. But, you know what? The dwarves were handled well. I kind of wish they were in the movie a bit more, but, you know, you can't get everything you want or else the movie will be too long or over budget or, you know, just you'll focus too much on that. And then it'll take away from other scenes, so I'm not complaining a bit of how they handled it. There is one scene that I just really think was blown over and that they really didn't take their time to, you know, to go through. Like, if we remember back to of course, when I'm comparing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I'm going back to the old Disney cartoons, of course. If you remember to the Huntsman scene in that movie where he's about to kill her, he's grabbing the knife, his hand's shaking, it's raising up, and he's just about to bring it down. You can see the terror on Snow White's face, and then he just breaks it down and he can't bring himself to do it. And here it's different. And here, see, the evil queen promises the huntsman that she'll bring his wife back to life if she gives her Snow White. However, the thing is, like, they find Snow White, and he grabs her, and he's like, okay, now give me my wife. And the witch's brother's like, oh, we can't actually do that. You idiot. We can't do that. And he's like, oh, well, then I'm not going to be on your side. Ha-ha, go! And whatnot. But, I mean, like, what the heck? Okay? You know, it's... The thing is, the original story, he chose not to kill her. Here he's just like, oh, well, you're not giving me what I asked for, I'm not going to give you what you asked for. And her brother was stupid enough to tell him, while he still had Snow White in his hands, you know, and the huntsman still had Snow White in his hands, and the queen's brother was stupid enough to say, we can't give you what you asked for. Don't tell him that there, while he still has the thing that you really want? I think that scene was kind of brushed over more, and I think it could have been a really more intense scene. But that's just one complaint from me. The other complaint is more just a personal thing. It doesn't take away from the story at all, but let's just say there's a scene in this movie that involves a troll. A really gigantic, cool-looking troll. But the troll never comes back in the movie. I wanted him to come back in the final battle and tear some stuff up. And actually do some real damage, you know? Because he looked so stinking cool. And I wanted him to just wail on the evil queen's army or whatnot, you know? That's just me. But, you know, I think that would have been cool. This movie also has a good sense of atmosphere to it. You know, like, there's a scene that involves a white stag that is just it's beautifully animated. Well, you know, CGI, the CGI is beautiful, the scenery itself is a really beautiful scene. And so this movie has a great sense of atmosphere, and not only in the beautiful scenes, but in the dread scenes, and then the deadly scenes with the queen, the stuff that just creeps you and puts you on edge. Those are handled really well. So it handles its atmosphere very well. So Snow White and the Huntsman, I think, is a very enjoyable movie to see in theaters. You know, this is weird. We're having a lot of movies this year of strong female characters. You know, like we had first the Hunger Games with, you know, Katniss Everdeen. Or Katniss. I said that wrong. But, you know, then we have Snow White and the Huntsman. And then we're going to have Brave coming out soon. So we're going to have a lot of movies about strong female characters, and 2 of them that shoot bows. Interesting. So, I am going to give Snow White and the Huntsman 7.5 out of 10. So remember, guys, I'm LadyDude99, and if I don't like it, it's not worth it. Adios, amigos. Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel, and wait for more coming soon. Seriously though, you couldn't have called her Snow White once in the movie? I mean, seriously, you couldn't have someone say, "Look out, Snow White!" or, "Hey, Snow." Nothing? Snow White! Call her that. Yeah. Oh, whatever.